enough to detain them and look for weapons, would have probably found a bunch of illegal guns on them. So,
You think
however, I mean, everybody carries a gun. Everybody carries a piece, right?
Dispatch
Especially chain gang.
391
Yeah, maybe. I mean, depends.
I just want to know who's trying to spy on them and what they're trying to tell us and what happened here. So I'm just trying to figure that part out because.
Well, they definitely
seems
know
like
that
a
they got
very-
snaked. At this point, they know somebody who was probably either watching or at the meeting that they don't know who they was.
Rami had a spontaneous utterance. He said Italians.
Italians.
When I
That might have been
think
the two
Italians-
guys that left first in that
Okay.
black SUV, maybe.
What, you saw two guys?
Yeah, before the women and the guy with the suit started walking this way, and then there was two other people that came out of this bush. There were two gentlemen that they were speaking with by the obelisk, and before you got into your position, the two men got into a black SUV and drove west. But I didn't get a good look. They were just wearing dark clothing. I was kind of far away. I could see that they were males, but that's basically all I could really make out reliably.
Italians, two guys. Who can you think of?
Italians. Boy, we haven't had any Italians in a long time.
Johnny Sinatra? Is that one of the guys wearing a suit?
I'll take a look at the mugshot, but Johnny Sinatra.
Let me see. Rami tweets a lot.
What the fuck? Does this guy have is this Harry Potter? This guy's got an animated mugshot. Johnny Sinatra? Is that who you're talking about? He's got a fucking Harry Potter animated mugshot. I've never seen this before. Is this something we can do? I've never known we could do this.
Where the fuck is he?
Johnny Sinatra, 19271.
110-10-7, lunch break.
You see this guy?
What?
What is that? I've never seen that. That's so cool.
Hey, apparently we could do that. Holy shit.
Now I know. That's way better than our mugshots. Were you talking about Johnny or Frank? There's a guy named Frank Sinatra too, but he's dead. So you must be talking about Johnny.
Johnny, I'm trying to think of who could be. Who could be? I don't want to sit there and profile people, but who could be? Who could match that description, Ripley?
You know how these no good, dirty Italians are, sir.
Let me make a phone call real quick.
They come over here and they start dealing their guns and everything.
I have the perfect person.
Dude, we used to be like this country used to be so
Jeff, how you
racist
doing?
against
Long time no
Italians.
see.
And Irish too. We used to be terrible.
I'm doing well. I'm doing. Listen, I got a question.
Irish need not
Do you know
apply.
the
We used to
two
call
guys
Italians
with
wops
a lot,
without papers.
Maybe
It
Italian
was awful.
descent. I don't know.
Horrible
walking around
racism in
driving
this
like
country.
a black SUV. I'm asking if you know them. What are their names?
Radio check.
No, I just want their names. I want to talk to them.
Fourth of July vault.
Radio check.
10-2.
Did you say Luciano DiCenzo? DiCenzo?
DiCenzo. We do have a guy like that.
Thanks, Daff.
608-76, please.
No, not right now. All right, sounds good. All right, yeah, we'll do. Miss you too. Have yourself a wonderful day. Bye.
There is a guy named Luciano DiCenzo. Are you okay?
Sorry.
Oh. Looks like, interestingly enough, he owns a Baller LE, which does, if I recall, look quite similar to the vehicle I saw driving away.
That is an SUV.
Yes, so that looks...
Did you see a Baller, or did you see... What was the make and model? Do you remember? Was it like,
It was
more
like a black...
Range Rover kind of...
I mean, I'm not very good with SUVs, but it was not like a Granger length SUV, and it wasn't like short and boxy. It was kind of like almost like a crossover SUV. It was black with blacked out windows. Didn't-
they're involved. And
Hmm.
why Changing? Why Rami? Why was it? Was that Zol? Who the hell was the guy with the pink hair? What was his name? Is it Zoe or Zol? What
They
is
called
his
him
name?
Zito or something like that.
Fuck his name. I forgot. Levi. What the fuck is his name?
Vinny Zito? Maybe? I don't know. I could probably figure it out, but yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like our lady Luciano, but in no way in hell, that's gonna work out. The thing about Luciano, Ripley, is he's also a person of interest in our investigation for something completely else. So now the web is becoming tangled, and we got a problem. I don't know how to proceed because we don't want to reveal all we have so far, but don't want to bring him in for this one because he might be alerted about the previous one and keep his guard up, and I might affect another investigation. So I gotta talk to the MCU guys to figure out how to go with this.
Well, I'm no big brainiac, egghead, detective or nothing. I'm just a simple patrol grunt, but, this Luciano guy has got a last name, DiCenzo, it looks like, or DiCenzo, however you say it. And looks like we've got another guy in here named Vittorio DiCenzo. Sorry about that. And, one thing they have in common is they both work at Rooster's Rest as security. Looks like they're coworkers there and have the same last name. So maybe that might be a good place to start, or asking around Rooster's Rest, or looking into their security team.
I'm gonna get a job at the Rooster's Rest.
I will warn you, this guy, Vittorio, if he is related to Luciano, which they have the same last name, so I imagine they're related, he's got 17 counts on his record of desecration of a human corpse. So this is not a nice person.
No. Like I said, once your name came up, a lot of light bulbs went off. Because I know who we're dealing with. This person, or this family, they haven't been around for a long time, yet they're making a lot of connections. According to the intel we have so far, they're making a lot of deals with a lot of people. So there's something going on with them that we don't know. They're a mystery, which makes it very hard to predict what they're going to do next.
Well, depending on how many meetings they're trying to make and how many relationships they're trying to build, if they're businessmen, well, depending on how bad you want them, sir, there's always a deal you can make with somebody who wants their position. They've got to have something that people want if people are willing to make deals with them, so we could always just sort of hang it over some low-level criminal's head that they could be the big shot. They could be the next person once Luciano falls. They could fill the void if they just help us nab him. Maybe that greed will help us get him.
Yeah. Ripley, I've been thinking about something that is completely crazy but makes a lot of sense in our environment. What if we had a group of individuals who remain anonymous, use voice changers and masks, but they're designed to go after scumbags in the city? Bag them and tag them, Fed level kind of shit. Find them, beat them up, take them somewhere, send a message across, and then dump them afterwards.
That would... What you're describing is illegal, sir.
Yeah, you're right, bad idea.
Well, we do have a squad within the high-value target unit. Basically, everyone at deputy marshal rank and higher.
But it's about sending a message, right? It's about to show that, we PD can get our hands dirty if we have to.
Well, that's the thing, is usually high-value target unit is only used when you have a warrant. Usually we're used to go in, arrest you, read your warrant to you, and send you to prison. But that's only using... It's like getting a Swiss Army knife and just using it for the pliers. We have so much more HVTU could do. If we had, certain changes to our SOPs, we could be used to, for example, like you're saying, send a message to someone who thinks they're untouchable, pick them up, put a bag over their head, drive them out to some location, let them know that this is how it's going to be, and then take the bag off and leave them there.
Right. They need to understand the feds are watching, right? These guys can't run around thinking they're untouchable. They can't be thinking about the fact that they can do whatever they want and get away with it. There has to be that comment down there that comes in that stops them, right? There has to be that wall they have to hit. That's us.
Yeah, nothing quite sends a message like a blacked-out helicopter or maybe a couple blacked-out SUVs rolling up on you, throwing you in the back of a van, putting a bag over your head.
Yeah,
that sends
like
a message.
Something like that is crazy. It's definitely not normal.
Definitely not something we should roll out for every low-level criminal, but maybe like once or twice a year, there's definitely some people who need it to put them in place.
I
These
mean, I
people
don't
think they're bigger
disagree.
than the state, Bass. These people think they're bigger than the state.
I don't disagree, Ripley. But it's a dangerous game, and once we go down that slippery slope, right, there's no coming back. That's my fear, right? Once we open the floodgates to this, I worry that others might weaponize it or seek revenge using it, right? And it gets really messy.